The Zeroth had brought a single ship. One ship with the capacity to deploy an army of drones and swarms of fighters. One ship that was the size of a city and could blot out the sun for those below. One ship with a vast array of weapons, the likes of which humanity had never even dreamed of. One ship that had shields that could survive nuclear blasts, for even to use one nuclear weapon was surely a sign of desperation. One ship that could seemingly repair itself on the fly and build even more drones and even more fighters. One ship that with the push of a button could evaporate a military outpost and slowly drift towards another. To the Zeroth it made sense. One ship had been enough to pacify previous pre-FTL species. Fear would consume them, and their planetary leader would bow and accept defeat. The defeated species would spend their lives as slaves, serving the Zeroth Empire. It had worked dozens of times, and should the native species put up a fight, then it would be a simple demonstration of power, and by the time the planet had spun on its axis once, the population had surrendered. To the Zeroth, this was the easiest way to deal with things. And then that one ship would move on to another planet, to subjugate it when they needed to. It would take all the resources it would need, and soon Zeroth settlers would arrive to take their rightful place as the leaders of the planet, and the people would be made better as slaves. The Zeroth had sent only one ship. It was an insult, really, as far as most humans were concerned. A single ship? Where was the Armada, the invasion, the skies full of saucers that threatened an entire planet and all major governments at once? And when it arrived over Chongqing and ultimately murdered 32 million people in a single moment, it had shown it was willing to use violence. So, for a brief moment, the nations of the world stopped and agreed that maybe oil rights and international disagreements over types of rule were not worth continuing. At least, until we sorted out this whole affair with a single ship. Who could have guessed that the Zeroth would need more than one ship? The Zeroth had been introduced to a planet that seemed uniquely equipped for war. Their fighters were small and fast, but they only had small laser weapons that required being within 100 meters to work, and had no idea what a beyond visual range missile was, or what being radar-locked looked like. And yet, when American F-15s equipped with swarms of AIM-120 missiles flew alongside Russian Su-35s and Chinese J-16s equipped with their own BVR missiles, the small alien fighters didn't even know they were about to be destroyed. On the ground, Canadian snipers coordinated with British intelligence and German engineers to pick off the armies of drones from distances that were impossible for the drones to comprehend. They were stronger in every way to the flesh of the humans, but died the same to 50 caliber holes in their center mass. All the while, Picard kept them distracted with constant ground attacks, backed by American A-10s. And then there was the matter of the shields, for a single nuclear weapon was no problem. But a dozen Indian Agni-P missiles slammed into it, supported by B-2 Spirits and Tu-160s and their payloads, bringing hellfire that overwhelmed the alien craft. Humanity watched as from the skies fell one ship. The ship mostly survived, as did most of its crew. Engineers set to work quickly reverse engineering the technology, and began the construction of their own ships. Soon, the land rush to conquer the stars began by the various nations, and colonies popped up all over the Sol system and beyond. Eventually, through careful interrogation and learning to navigate the stars, humanity found the homeworld of the Zeroth, and they did not only send one ship. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Everything I used is in the description below. If there's a story you'd like to hear narrated, let me know and I'll reach out to the author and see if we can make that happen. Thanks again. It's a scary world out there, but remember to be brave and look up, to seek the stars.